Okay, we're performing a sewer scope inspection at 6423 South Downing Street in Centennial. Today is Thursday, January 30th, and it's approximately 11 a.m. We are accessing the main sewer line through this pipe in the main stack coming down through the basement. This is in the utility room in the basement. We intend to run from this point all the way to the tap into the city main line in the street. So of course you can see we initially went into copper pipe, and then immediately as the pipe goes under the basement floor, it transitions into cast iron. The water that I have running here is from the basement bathroom sink, and we're just running that water to keep the camera lens clean and to make sure that we have good proper flow. You can see that we're holding water in the pipe here at this location, and it looks like at this joint up ahead here we have some pretty significant root growth coming in, and that's probably restricting the water flow. The camera may go underwater here, but we can see down there at the end we've got some pretty good root growth. This is the camera banging into the root growth here. Okay, it looks like I broke through that joint, and you can see we've got pretty extensive root growth here as well. So we are outside of the foundation wall now at this point, of course, and we've transitioned into what looks like a clay pipe, and that looks like it's those joints that are having all of the root growth coming in. So we'll continue on through, but clearly we need some cleaning. There's lots of areas so far that we really can't see because of the sewage in the line and the root growth, so we definitely need cleaning at this point. Of course, more root growth here at this joint, pretty typical. As you can tell, at every joint here we've got some fairly significant root growth. At least at these last few, it hasn't been restricting the flow of water and sewage, but you can see from that first one that it certainly can. I definitely recommend having the main sewer line cleaned to get all of this stuff cleared out, and then I would also recommend having it rescoped to check these areas that we were not able to see. As you can see, water starting to sit in the line again. We may be coming up to one of the joints that might be a little bit more restricted. Right here at 49 feet, you can see that we're transitioning into a different type of pipe here. This is, looks like PVC that we're going into. Usually at these type of connections, they use a rubber coupler on the outside of the pipe to join the two pipes together. That's why you see a little gap there at the top and on the side. They aren't glued together in any manner. It's just a rubber coupler on the outside. And they're not really the same size pipes, so sometimes they can be off just a little. Luckily, the offset is on the top and not the bottom, so this is probably not a concern. Well, and as you see here, we're transitioning right back into the clay tile. Looks like that was just a very small repair section of some sort, but we're going back into the clay here. You can see that we've got a little bit of a step up there at that transition, but again, not real bad. Of course, more significant root growth. And here at 66 feet, this looks like it's our tap out into the city main line in the street. You can see the water, some more root growth at that tap, of course, but that's what it looks like. That's the bottom of the city main line crossing in front of us here. So just to reiterate, we had many of the joints that had significant root growth in them, several that were causing sewage to back up, and this can be a problem. Consequently, there's parts of the pipe that we couldn't see because of sewage and because of extensive root growth. My recommendation is to have this line professionally cleaned and then to rescope it again to make sure that the rest of that pipe that we couldn't see is still in good condition.